Of course, we had to start off this month with some challenges. So this is so different. I don't know if anyone has ever experienced this. If you have, just link below. So we had an old dryer and washer. We had it for a good time. It was a second-hand dryer and washer, and we had it and it was working fine until one day it stopped. Right? It stopped working. We tried with it for months. We paid someone to fix it. They fixed it, and then after like 2 years of going back and forth with it, on and off, not working, not working, one day it completely was like, absolutely not, I'm not working anymore. It started off with just the dryer not working, and then it went to the washer also not working. It was to the point that we would wash, and then when the clothes come out, it seems like it was washed in dirty water, like, you know, like that water that initially goes in there, instead of it running out, it seems like it kept reusing that same water, washing the clothes in that dirty water. So we would take the clothes out of the water, and they smell worse than how they smelled when they went in. It wasn't spinning, so it wasn't taking out all the water. I was like, nope, something is wrong here. We'll have to do something about this. What's going on with the washer? Then we're like, okay, let's check the dryer to see if what's going on with the dryer. Do you know, we're there fixing the dryer. As a matter of fact, this back part, the hose that you're seeing now, that exhaust part, we fixed it before, right? And you know, we'll cut it, we'll get a new little wire thing, hose thing that you put on the bottom, and we never noticed that something was going inside of it. So this time around, where we decided that we needed a new one, we had to open it, the back of the dryer, and then we opened the back of the dryer. To our surprise, there was a whole family in there. This bird looked like it get put out and it finds somewhere else for catch. Like, this is literally a bird I literally captured that. This bird was literally squatting in our dryer because we didn't even know it was there. It's just that the bird noticed that there was an opening. There was somewhere warm for her to have her children, and she could create a nest there, and she decided to do that. So to our surprise, dude, this whole time the bird in there are carrying on. I think she even hatched a few eggs in there, because I was in there. I remember one time drying my clothes and I would hear things in there just moving around, running up and down. Like, they had a whole playground, because you know, the dryer bottom is a whole mansion in there for them, so they had a whole huge playground in there. And I used to thought, for some reason I thought it was a snake or a raccoon. I didn't know what was in there, but I never thought, okay, maybe it's a bird and her family catched up in there, because she probably get put out and needs somewhere for hatch her children. Anyway, we would dry our clothes, and once we dry the clothes, it would come out wet or damp, or we literally have to dry our clothes 2-3 times before it actually dry. And this is after taking out the lint. Once that happened, I was like, absolutely not, we have to sort out the back part of this dryer. Anyway, we took out the eggs, you know, the mother and her children. We took her out of the back. Well, the mother was already gone, but her children were still there. I took her out and did the best I could to keep them in the box with the same nest that she created, all those things that she had in there. I took them out and put them in the box and put the eggs in there and tried to cover them up. Like, I don't know, after I did this, I read online that, you know, it's going to be hard for the mother to know that that's her egg. Listen, I don't know how was she going to figure out, but I needed her out of my washer. And then in some comment sections, they were like, it seems like you just want to have like a dryer or a washer for the next months until the bird hatches. First of all, get your life. I don't know what gonna come from with that, but that was never happening. I took them out, I made sure they were safe, and then I went on about my business and just hoped and prayed that the mother came back and found her eggs. Nobody have no time for waiting for her to hatch her eggs in the dryer for how long. It was time for us to get a new dryer. And I feel like this is one of those costly expenses when you have a home. Like previous video I was talking about, you know, cleaning the floor and, you know, having to deal with that. Now this is a whole, like a dryer and a washer set. That's a whole nother expense. Them things are expensive, you know. So in the spirit of just decluttering and clearing out and just moving on from things, we decided instead of to pay someone to fix this again and go through the process of it breaking down probably in a year, we're just going to do away with it completely and just get a whole new washer and dryer and get our life together. So one of the things that I started doing was getting my meat from early, and when I get it, instead of putting it all in the freezer, I at least take 2 or 3 packages of it, open it, clean it up on that same day that I got it, open it, clean it up, season it, like put everything together before I put it in the freezer, so that way during the week when I need, you know, a set of meat to cook, I have something to put it in. So this is me like right now, like cleaning up the meat. I have gloves on because I don't know, as of recently, let me know if you've experienced that. Like as of recently, I find chicken, especially just cleaning chicken, to be so crawny. I feel it's so gross, like, oh, but you know, I have to cook and everything, so put the gloves on and that's how I clean it. But I don't really like how it feels. It's just, I don't know, since usually before I could do that, now it's just I don't want to touch it anymore. So this is the first set of meat I'm seasoning in to put away, and this set I don't know, I think I'm just creating a season mix in my head, and I decided to make, all right, let's make this one, let's add like a jerk seasoning to that one if I kind of spice it up. So I did like the regular seasonings, you know, when you season up meat, the paprika, the chicken season, of course, you know, I have island vibes going on, so I'm gonna use like some of the Caribbean seasonings as that. And I tried, usually I don't cook with oregano, but this time I tried it because it smelled nice, so I was like, let me try adding this up to my meat and some Italian spices as well. Gave it a really great, when I actually cooked this batch, it gave it a really nice taste. I was really happy that I decided to like season up all of this from the week before, because during the week I had no issues just putting on the food right away, like just like that. It was like snap 1 2 3 then already. So it's very convenient. So it's like anytime you can find a way to make your life a little bit easier and just make whatever you're doing in life that much easier, that much desirable, definitely test out different ways and try it out. Because usually I'll do the season up every day, or if it's like a special recipe, then I'll have it, you know, marinate overnight. But for the most part, this is like meal prepping in a way for the week, so that way if I do this from the Saturday, during the week I won't have to worry about the extra time that I have to spend to do all of that, the cleaning up, the seasoning up, and all of that. And yes, I do tend to kind of count the pieces of meat that I add to the container, because usually when I cook, like say if I cook 1 day in a week, it lasts for 2.5 days. You know, it might last for a third day. So I like to count how much I put in, how much leg, how much thigh that I put in this, so that way I know, okay, we can get 2 pieces each or 1 and have a little left for the Wednesday. So that's what you see I'm doing here, making sure that, you know, I have the right amount in this batch. Okay, so it's time to wrap up. I did have 2 full containers of prepared meat, prepped meat for the week, and I made one for that day as well to cook dinner. So it did work out, and yeah. Doing like a live creation of this thing. Okay, so this is another day close towards the end of the day, end of the month. In this month, the beginning of this month, I was approved for the Amazon influencer program, and I'm also working on, I started going live on like my business page. So this month was in this month I took a lot of time to test out all of these strategies, test out new things, new ways to invest in myself, new ways to upgrade my content creation, and I will say it did work. I will say this time around, I am sticking to things. I am doing what I am said I was going to do, and things are all falling into place. Not as fast as I would like it to fall into place, but it's going slowly but surely, and it's basically happening at the right time, and they're falling into place at the right time. Not a lot of people usually make it to this part in the video, so if you did make it to this part in the video, thank you. In the comment section, I want you to drop the finger hearts, that finger heart emoji. You can drop that in the comment section to let me know that you made it this far in the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment, and share if you found this content informational. What I will say, me taking the time and the energy to test out new strategies, try new things, and basically not quit on myself halfway through, definitely showed its rewards, and I'm excited to see what the future holds and what other aspirations and dreams whatever goals am I going to achieve by continuing on this path and keep on keeping on. I'm excited to see that, because going live and things like that isn't something that I would do, but guess what, money I have to make. Completed the day, all done. Time to clean up again. Early too.